Ready to start?
It's opening day.
It's opening day.
It's opening day.
It is.
Opening
day.
What day is it? Oh, it's not even hump day.
No.
We're recording on a Thursday. Never mind. Anyways, I mean, Friday is hump day for a lot of people, too.
What, isn't that midweek?
No. Not necessarily.
I thought that's what hump day meant, is it was midweek. It was the hump of the week.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh. Ooh.
The weekend.
Interesting.
But today is opening day as we're recording this. I don't count opening night because baseball doesn't start until the first day game of the season.
Yeah, no, especially whenever it's on Netflix. And apparently I didn't watch because we were at bowling last night, but apparently the stream is horrible. Like, there was constant issues from what I was seeing on my timeline.
I did not hear great things.
Did you watch when you went home?
No.
Yeah, I didn't watch that at all. Good thing we didn't, because it was a terrible game.
I went home,
7-0.
I ate, and I went to bed.
What'd you eat?
Danny made some kind of like fettuccine Alfredo from Aldi. It's not sweet.
Oh.
It was very good though.
Okay, that's good.
Exactly what I needed to refuel after throwing balls down the lane.
Yeah, I was very hungry whenever I got home, and if you know where I live, it's not close to where the shop is. So
Chad lives 375 miles away from the shop, as he points out at least 5 times a day.
I do, but no, it was just too late, so I just went to bed after cleaning. But we're opening day. We're gonna have games on in the shop. When's the Pirate game? Is it 1?
Pirate game's 1:15, something like that.
So that game will supersede all other games, but after the Pirate game is over, we will put on whatever seems like the best game.
Probably the Phillies.
Are they on at like 4?
Yep.
4:30? Okay. Who do they play?
The Walker Texas Rangers. R.I.P.
Oh, man. Why did you have to bomb us out? No, because I'm actually interested in Philadelphia because my fantasy team has Bryce Harper.
Tell me, what's your fantasy?
That Bryce Harper hits 50 home runs this year. Now, I have Bryce Harper, and I have... How do you say Duran's first name on the Phillies? Is it Johan? Johan? Joan?
I think it's Yon.
Yon? So I have Duran as a relief pitcher, and I have Bryce Harper as my first baseman. Kind of.
All right, here's my prediction. Bryce Harper's going yard off Nate Eovaldi.
Is that who's
That's Texas's starting pitcher.
Okay.
So by the time you hear this game will have already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll edit that out if it doesn't end up happening. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess you could, because this won't get posted till tomorrow. But
yeah,
opening day today. The only product released today, I believe, is Top Celebration. Is it Celebration or Celebrations?
Yes.
Okay, it's one of...
It is at least... It's like 1.5 celebration. So
Okay.
You can round up to multiple celebrations. Or if you want to, you can round down to one singular celebration.
But yeah, that's the only product releasing today, I believe, although we probably have some restocks or something else going on. But that comes out today. It's a very fun product. If you are still hearing this tomorrow, we likely still have stock. I would say get to the shop before next week. It is going to go quick. It's not crazy price point. I don't know what the exact cost is. Let me bring that up.
I want to say they're around like 65
$70, somewhere around there. That's where they were last year.
Roughly.
Yeah, I think they're $70. So under $100, you don't get a guaranteed hit, I don't believe, but it is a decently hefty box. I think it's a couple hundred cards. It's similar to...
I thought you were going to say a couple hundred pounds. I was like, I don't think it's that heavy.
The case was pretty heavy whenever I lifted it today. I think it's a couple hundred cards per box. You have mascots. You have the Dynasty patch autographs again. And Tyler let us know this morning there is a pretty sweet dual autograph.
Of Mr. and Mrs. Met. First off, I'm glad that they're still together after all this time and all of the tumultuous seasons that the Mets have had.
Yeah, I don't know who signed. I wonder if the actual mascot, who is the active mascot for the team, signs them, or if they just have a designated handwriting specialist at Topps who is signing these. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But I wonder if Mr. and Mrs. Met is signed by the same person.
Obviously not. They're not the same.
We don't know.
We've seen them in the same room together before.
We have? Okay.
At events.
Nate is just throwing me off because he has his hand in his pocket sitting down, and I don't know what to do with my hands now.
Yeah. Maybe there's some pocket sand.
But yeah, so Celebration, cool product. If you have kids who collect, or if you're your inner child wants to collect something, Celebration is a very fun product. Definitely better than opening day used to be. No pun intended with it being opening day, but it is definitely a stronger product in my opinion.
Yes. And next week's releases, I keep getting thrown off because there's releases on April 1st. I'm like, well, maybe.
It might not happen.
Maybe. WNBA Prism comes out on April 1st. So do with that information as you will. Leaf Glory of the Game Basketball is also that day.
We definitely didn't order that.
Topps Transcendent Baseball.
Pallets of it coming. They'll probably be real cheap.
We should rip last year's today for opening day.
Yeah, probably.
Topps Exalted WWE.
Which I have no comments on yet. I have not seen any of it. We will review that probably next week just because I have almost no information on it.
I'm bringing a mask on next Wednesday.
Why would you bring a mask?
Because next Wednesday is 2025 Topps Chrome Deadpool.
That you won't be buying. Although they did blasters, I think.
They did blasters.
Okay.
No, I won't be buying it, but I will be putting my Deadpool mask on and making a reel
saying
we got it in.
Have you fighting something imaginary in the parking lot? Do you have a sword?
No. I do have a couple Deadpool Nerf pistols, though.
Okay, we're doing something.
Yeah.
We'll do something fun for that one. If you've watched our specialty reels before, you know what to look forward to in that.
Also next week, I didn't even know that they were making it, Panini USA Stars and Stripes Prism.
I did hear about it's its own release?
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty sweet.
Honestly, that should be pretty good.
I wonder if there will be mangas in Color Blasts.
Let's see, there are Color Blasts.
I need a Paul Skeens Team USA jersey manga. I don't know what the imagery would be, but I need it. Probably like an eagle in the background and Leonard Skinner's playing.
Yes, because you can hear that on a printed card.
They've made cards that you can hear sounds on.
That's true.
I'm
front row at Leonard Skinner.
Hammered drunk.
Jesus is singing. He's got an angel band.
Yeah, that would be a cool card. I don't know if they're going to do any of the former talent. I'd love a Big Hurt Team USA jersey, a McGuire one. Those would be sweet. So yeah, not crazy releases. Tomorrow is the Pokemans. I don't know. I think it would be kind of like an average Pokemon release day, although the price point is going to be better than the first two MEO releases, I think. It's just ME, but the O is for the first.
0.
The first 9 releases will be MEO, and then you'll have ME1 0. But
ME10.
Yeah, so I don't know. Nate is not as excited as other
It should
releases.
still be a decent set. From what I've seen, there's a lot of playable cards, which doesn't necessarily get the excitement going for a lot of the collectors. But hopefully that being at a much lower price point than we've seen lately ends up being good.
It will be good. Yeah, we haven't finalized it yet, but I think it will be more palatable than some of the most recent releases. Probably closer back to Journey type pricing.
Again, people talk shit on Journey together all the time, and I'm telling you, the fact that people don't like that set as much as they do means long term, that set's going to hold value because it was overlooked for so long that people are probably just buying it up knowing, okay, nobody else is buying this right now. Well, when people finally get back to it.
Yeah, I know we've stashed some just because we feel that it's underperforming where it should be. I know that we have some stuff stashed for the future on that one, just because I do feel like that one is one that is, like Nate said, underappreciated, undervalued. And what happens is, like, look, for years, like Chilling Reign and Battle Styles were so underappreciated and undervalued, and they still. I'm not saying they should be what they are now, but what happened is they were so cheap for so long that people were able to buy them in quantity, and then all of a sudden, within like a handful of weeks, the market was dried up and they're no longer available.
Yes.
So that will probably happen with Journey as well. But yeah, it should be. We're gonna post our pricing on that tonight. I think it will be a parking lot rapper event where there will be 15 or 20 people here when we open,
doing rap battles in the parking lot, like that kind of parking lot rapper.
And the good news on a less hyped release is our distributors are a little looser on the front end of products. When something's super hyped up, that's when we have to typically wait for like more on the back end of it. I know that one of our distributors, I think, released most of our allocation on the first wave. The other one only released half. So we are waiting on, we got about 60% of our allocation. So we'll see. We should have ample stock for tomorrow and Saturday. I don't know by the time we get to midweek next week. I have no idea. But tomorrow and Saturday we should be good. But yeah, I don't know if anyone who's listening is playing fantasy baseball. I know this is my first year playing.
At least in a while.
I played that one.
You did the weekly.
I did the one that ESPN allowed you a budget, and you could purchase, like, you had different denominations on players, and you were basically a GM, and it would reset, and like you could save your players' value, and like let's say they're worth $100,000 now, but you started saving them at $50,000. You retained them, but if you wanted to drop them and add them back, it would be at market value, so you wouldn't be able to add back. This is back when like Trout was like killing it, so like his value would like triple.
Moons ago,
back in the day when Mike Trout was doing great things. But I don't know, Nate. Do you want to go over our lineups?
I mean, we don't have to go over our full lineups, but just a couple guys.
Who are some guys you're excited to like?
Like this year, I am very excited about like a very much sleeper pick is pitcher Mick Abel for the Twins, former I think Phillies prospect. Mm-hmm. Had a really good spring training, and he's with the Twins now. And I mean, they've done a very good job with Joe Ryan in the last couple of years.
Is he the one? He has a really nice signature, right? Doesn't he have like Bible verse and like it's like or is that Mark Appel? That's Mark Appel.
That's Mark
Appel.
Sure. But I'm very excited about him. I have Shea Langoliers as catcher in both of my leagues. I think the Athletics are going to do very well this year.
Who is someone you drafted where you're like, I really don't actually like this pick. I was just kind of forced to take them because they dropped into a slot they shouldn't have. Do you have someone you're like, they're on my team and I'm not dropping them, but I don't have the highest of hopes?
Maybe Gunnar Henderson, just because last year was a bit of a step down from his previous year. I'm still excited. He's still a great player, but 2 years ago he was amazing, and last year he was a little less than desirable.
And then who's like your stud? Who's the guy where you're like, this? If for me to go far in fantasy this year, this guy like has to be producing their normal amounts.
I'm probably gonna have to go with Matt McClain, Dalton Varsho, and Tanner Bybee because I have them in both of my leagues.
All three guys.
All three guys.
All right.
So very high on all of them.
You went all in. Yeah, I mean I think my pick that I'm hoping pans out really well. So I drafted Torkelson, hoping that he will step into a position where he's playing well, but I also have Bryce Harper. So if Harper's hot, I'm staying with Harper, but Torkelson was kind of like my add-on if Harper got hurt or if he just is... Harper goes streaky, so like if he's down. the one I picked that I have two that I picked where like I don't feel good about the picks, but they were available at the time, and I just had to take them. Were Machado and Yelich. Yelich obviously has had, just he had an okay year last year, but I mean he was like MVP status, and then had that back injury, and hasn't been the same since then. It's been like 5 or 6 years, so. Maybe Yelich has an okay year. I mean, last year he had 100 RBIs. Maybe he can pull it off. He's a utility guy for me. I mean, my draft, my team is hilarious because it's like, if you know me, I'm not like a big prospect guy. I don't know a lot of the younger guys until they take off. So I have so many big name guys on my team, but they're all in like their mid-30s. Bryce Harper, Manny Machado. I have Soto and Tatis who aren't in their mid-30s, but they're still like established guys. DeGrom at 35 or whatever he is now. And then I drafted O'Neal Cruz just because it's like he has that sneaky power. Maybe he finally gets his shit together this year and he can actually do it. But another one I picked up, and I've been following him most of spring training, which I don't typically do, is Kevin McGonigal. I don't know that he made the team, or he did make the team.
He did make the opening day team.
He did make the team.
I'm told his mom will be there from taking a break from teaching at Hogwarts.
But my starting shortstop will probably get replaced quick if McGonigal is hot, because it is Willy Adames, which he got me -1 points last night. But I told Nate this morning. I currently have the number 1 ranked shortstop in fantasy baseball because he only got -1 points, and I think whoever the Yankees shortstop is got less points than him. So I do have the number 1 shortstop in baseball for about 12 hours at least. So that's pretty cool. That will be the last time Willy Adames is the number 1 ranked shortstop in baseball.
Yeah.
And then I got kind of screwed. I have 3 pitchers that are on my IL right now, so I had to pick up some. To make some moves.
IL stashes can be strategic too. Like most of the pitchers that I have between my 2 teams. I think I have 4 pitchers on the IL. I only drafted one of them. The rest I just picked up out of free agency to stash on the IL. Hopefully they come back healthy. If not, I didn't waste a draft spot on them.
Well, my Mr. Irrelevant for my team was Garrett Cole, so hopefully he comes back strong because, I mean, he's a top 5 pitcher whenever he's healthy. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. He only threw like 1 inning or something in the Grapefruit League, so we'll see.
That's more than I threw.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I had you pitching more than that.
Nah. Although I do like the Grapefruit League.
But I'm assuming not many people who are listening to this are going to be at an opening day game today, being that the Pirates are not home again for the 10th year or whatever it is. But if you are listening from other cities and you are at the opening day game, make sure to tag us so we know we can talk about maybe whatever game you were at or something.
Yeah,
I know.
Maybe. I mean, whenever I go to a game, I love taking a couple of packs with me too. Nothing crazy, just a couple packs of like either Series 1, Heritage.
And it is definitely more cost effective to bring your own packs from Sports Card Junction, because I know at the stadium, don't they charge like 40-ish bucks for like a Heritage Blaster or something?
I have no idea.
Because you do not go in there.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
I don't actually think I've ever... I know I've ripped packs at the game, but I've never... I've only done like... I went to Fleer back in the day. Fleer, before they went bankrupt, did card flipping challenges at the stadium that my dad hosted. So I ripped those packs at the game, but I don't think I've ripped... I mean, that was 20 years ago, so I don't think I've ripped a pack at a stadium in 20 years. I haven't been to a game in like 2-3 years too, so that's also part of it. You have to go to the game to rip a pack at the game.
I love going to baseball games. I was talking about this with customers the other day. Love going to baseball games. Hockey games are great. I do not care about going to NFL games. I'm going to get a better experience at home.
It's tough.
And I'm not going to spend $10,000 on nosebleed seats.
It's also
2
kind
hot
of a
dogs
tough,
and 4 beers.
It's a tough sport to watch live too, because there's so much downtime.
Yeah.
It's like it's not the most engaging sport to. I've only been to like 3 NFL games, and they're fun. I mean, the environment's fun.
Yeah.
But like it's not. It's very start and stop, which even if baseball, you have a lot of downtime in between plays, but the action is happening. Like the pitcher's throwing the ball, or something is happening most of the game.
It's also nicer weather,
which
historically.
Nate got to experience his first Penguins game this week, which live hockey, I think, is the best sport to watch. Hockey is so fun to watch live.
Yes. I've been to hockey games, never NHL games. I've been to a PWHL game, and then I think an old AHL game when I was younger.
You never went to a Flyer game?
No.
Interesting.
For anybody listening, also don't chastise me. I'm not a Flyers fan. My family, my wife, everybody else that I know is, but I am actually an Avalanche fan, which is why I was at the game the other night when the Avalanche won 6-2. So I had a great time.
It was Nate's fault.
I did what I could. As soon as we sat down, I looked at the goal that we were close to, and I told the guys I was with, I said, okay, Chinakhov is going to score a goal on this net at some point tonight, whether it's the first or the third period. First period, Chinakhov goal, that net.
Yeah,
and then I stopped predicting things because I wanted the Avalanche to win.
I didn't watch. I was debating watching, trying to find the Sports Card Junction fellas in the crowd, but I didn't. I forget what day was that?
That was Tuesday.
Tuesday. I don't know what I was doing Tuesday. I was probably watching a cartoon or something, but I did not watch the game. I do know that so Pittsburgh broke a record during that game.
Yes, they
Most hot dogs consumed at an NHL game.
I don't know if it was an NHL game, but it was a Penguins record.
Yeah, by like a lot. The previous record was 15,000, and it was like 18 something.
Yeah, they said the previous record was 15,000. Exactly. So,
but then it was I
don't know if that's just a benchmark they set themselves.
Maybe it was before they stopped tracking, and they just did like an inventory assessment. Yeah, 18,000 dogs at a Penguin game. That's like one or more than like per person. Like at a baseball game, you got 35, 40,000 fans at a hot dog game.
Yeah.
You can only fit about 18 to 19,000 people at PPG. So like that is probably a more impressive record. It's more hot dogs, like because I mean like Nate and Curtis and Pete who were at the game, none of them ate a hot dog.
No. Curtis had one, Pete had 3.
So they ate. I thought you guys went to eat beforehand.
We did. And then they were like, "Oh, it's Dollar Dog Night."
What was Pete's meal prior to the game?
I don't remember.
But he ate food.
Yeah, not like a lot.
And then crushed
we ate
dogs.
at Sheets, so like we didn't sit down and have a
gourmet meal,
7-course meal.
Yeah, I mean my play for Penguin games is I always go to the Super Bowl beforehand, and if you're
the Superb Owl,
if you're familiar with it, if you are in Pittsburgh, it's like a Duquesne bar, kind of just catty corner to PPG's lower entrance. It used to be awesome. Then they sold it. It's not as good. They used to have the best fries. They had those fries that were like double fried, where they were like kind of battered fries. They're real crispy. They were really good. I would go for fries and wings. Usually like wings and yings and fries, and then go to the game.
Wings, yings, fries.
Yeah, and then it's not the same, but that's still my play. Or I'll just get something at the stadium. I'm a nacho guy. I like nachos at events.
I like nachos. I don't know. I filled up at Sheets because I knew I didn't want to.
Your beer bill would plus the food would have been more than you'd like to spend.
Yes, and again, as I stated previously, I am poor.
Yeah, so he only was able to spend $50 on beers. If he had the budget,
roughly,
he would have done.
Oh man, I don't even know.
Would you have Labatt?
I had 2 Labatts and then an Icy Light.
So your Icy Light was the nightcap of
yes.
the night. Okay, yeah, I'm a Labatt guy. I
had the Labatts because I was like, I'm at a hacky game. Gotta have quote unquote Canadian beer.
Yeah, it's not produced in Canada.
And then I was like, well, I gotta have an icy light before I leave because I'm at a Penguins game.
That was my problem when I was in Canada in 2018. I ordered a Labatt at me and Lauren were at a bar, and the bartender was like, "This isn't even Canadian." I'm like, "The fuck are you talking about?" Like, sorry for the words, but I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm literally I'm an American. Like, I've been told my whole life this is Canadian. This is your beer.
Yeah.
Just like Foster's is Australia, which I don't even know if Foster's is Australian.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Corona
Is technically not Mexican.
Yeah, the white people love Corona and think that it's authentic Mexican beer.
No, they all drink like Sol down there.
It's no cerveza.
Yeah, when I was in Mexico,
Or, like, if I go to Jamaica and I order Red Stripe, and they're like, we don't even make that here, man.
I'm just imagining Nate in Jamaica now.
I'm coming back with dreads.
Oh, he's getting his hair beaded on the beach. But no, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah, so I am a Labatt guy at the game, but my move typically, which I haven't been to a Penguin game in 2 years now, would be you go to Old Steelheads, which is in the Marriott lobby across the street, and there would be like a beer stand in the lobby. And my mind was freaking blown whenever I first saw this because they have the beer stand is that thing where they put the cup on and it fills from the bottom up.
It's
and
magic.
Oh my god, it's like the first time I saw that I looked at the bar. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're not gonna pour me a beer? And she's like, yeah, watch. And
I still don't know how it works.
I think it pushes like a sticker thingy up.
But then how do they reseal it if there's been liquid through there?
I don't know how it works, but it's cool. And I want one. But
Every time I see those, I just feel like Donnie Thornberry from the Wild Thornberries.
Yeah.
Just, I feel like a primitive, like, what is this magic in front of me
like
when everyone else is like, yeah, they got you a beer.
You're like, the person gives you the beer, and then all of a sudden it's Chris Angel. It's like, you just been mind freaked.
David Blaine. What else is orange?
And then you
Cheez-Its.
you drink the drink, and all of a sudden you're spitting out others, like you're spitting out like a ring. Like, what the hell happened here? But yeah, no, I mean, hockey games are just so fun to go to.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was I don't know why this came in my head, but so when you said hacky, I don't know why I thought about. So there's a story that came out about 2 days ago of a man with no arms and no legs who allegedly fatally shot his girlfriend while driving.
I don't know if it was his girlfriend.
I
think those were but yes, shot somebody in his own car during an argument while driving, and there's just a lot to unpack there.
And he has no arms and legs.
And he's a former cornhole champion.
That's why me and Nate know him.
We saw the news story, and I sent it to Chad immediately. I was like, hey, Chad, isn't that the guy that we saw on ESPN playing cornhole? Because we were like, how does he do that?
We're like, so he does. He has no arms and legs, but it's like it's in a point where like he still kind of has
he's missing below the joints.
Yes.
So like he has like up to his elbows. And knees.
He can still he has ways of doing things. Like he's able to he pins like cornhole bag between him, and he kind of like jumps forward and is able to release. And he made it to the finals because the only people who get on TV for cornhole, it's like big tournaments that like it's down to the final.
Bush's Baked Beans.
Bush's Baked Beans. And what was the is it PBR?
PBR does bowling.
I think there's a beer sponsor too. But it reminded me too. I don't know what it is with all this cornhole stuff. I got there was an ad on. My phone wasn't connecting to my car, so I had to listen to the radio like an old timey person. And
thank you for listening to the AM radio.
And there's a tournament somewhere here locally where like the top 4 or 8 make it to ESPN. So, like, it's a big tournament, and if you happen to make it through to, like, the semifinals, it gets televised. And I was like, maybe we need to make a shot at some point.
Well, we would have to make multiple shots
to
qualify.
And then last night, we're leaving bowling, and our friend Mike Mary asked me, he's like, when is the Sports Car Junction Cornhole League starting? And I'm like, this week has had too many cornhole connections. I'm like, first, we get the story of the guy allegedly killing someone. Then we get me and Nate talking about...
I still don't know how he uses a gun. He has posted videos. There are videos online of him using guns. I don't know still how...
He's got a trigger finger. He's got something. Maybe it's mental, like Neuralink. He's able to...
No, he has like... It's not politically correct, but like a nub almost that he can still pull the trigger with. But I don't know, like... What's the scientific term for what most people call a nub?
I don't know. I can't say any of the things that I'm thinking of. But maybe he has prosthetics too, though, because if he's driving, he's got to have something to hold onto the wheel. So, like, there's got to be some situation.
His teeth. I don't know how he does the pedals then.
Yeah,
But.
I don't know. But anyway, so Nate, it was really funny because this story was brought to Nate's attention from his mother-in-law, and then he forwarded it to me, and it's just a whole, like, we know this guy.
It's a whole cornhole copia.
Wait, let me backtrack. We're not friends with this guy. We know of him from one experience watching him play cornhole because me and Nate are weird and we had cornhole on because it was on ESPN 17 or whatever.
No, it wasn't even the Ocho. They will televise cornhole
On regular ESPN.
on regular. Well, it's usually ESPN 2, but like,
which is hilarious.
Even the days like I love watching when they do the Ocho, like stone skipping and all this other stuff. But no, they televise cornhole fairly regularly at this point.
The funny thing to me, though, is the fact that ESPN 2 has actual live sports, and then ESPN is just talk shows. It's the most... If you grew up...
ESPN 2 is a very good friend of mine.
If you grew up a 90s kid, you probably grew up watching SportsCenter and stuff, like, in the morning, and to see what has happened to ESPN, just, like, not even being sports hardly at all anymore. Unless it's basketball... And they occasionally do hockey now, but like it's mostly not sports anymore. It's mostly just talking about sports. We very rarely watch it in store, and when we are, it is for one and one reason only.
Patrick
McAfee. That's the only time we have it on. And even then, I mean, it's not that
we watch
often.
SportsCenter.
Yeah, but it's tough. I mean, it's still not like it
even
used
though
to
that's
be.
usually on ESPN News.
Yes, it's not even on the right one. But yeah, that part is tough. But yeah, we were talking about opening day. I've only been to one opening day game in my life. I don't know how many have you been to.
I've been to one regular opening day, and then I've been to at least one home opener
For the Phillies.
No.
Oh, Boston.
Nope.
What won?
Pirates. I was there a couple years ago because they were playing the Cubs in their home opener, and I went to see Seiya Suzuki, and he cranked 2 home runs.
And what was the temperature for that one?
That one was probably like 65, 70 degrees.
Okay, because we were talking like today is a gorgeous day for there to be a baseball game, and unfortunately we don't have one to go to. But yeah, me and Nate went to
Not
the
with
home.
that attitude. We just have to drive.
Are the Guardians home open today?
No, I mean like to New York
Oh, okay.
to go see the Pirates.
They play the Mets.
Yep.
Okay, and I have Juan Soto. God damn it, he's got to play Skeens.
Juan Soto.
But me and Nate went to the home opener. Me and Nate can't really pinpoint the year. I think it's
2016,
somewhere around
2017,
there.
something like that.
And Nate was not living in Pittsburgh. He came to town. Was it just for that?
No, it was just like general,
To hang
like
out,
one of my yearly visits at that point.
Hang out at the shop and whatnot. But yeah, we went to the home opener. It was Braves versus Pirates, which Nate is a Braves guy. And it was like perfect setting. It was, I think we booked the tickets, I don't know, a month in advance or something. Maybe
it was
maybe
a while.
2 months. And we paid, this was, before even current crazy prices. We paid like $50 or $55. I can't even remember where our seats were supposed to be. Were we like in the outfield or were we like...
We were left field right up against whatever the bar is out there.
Is that where our actual seats
Yes.
were, though? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so we, if you went to that game 10 years ago, you'll maybe remember, it was like 28 degrees and not
Snowing.
great. So me and Nate, I was living in Ross Township at the time, and we took an Uber because we probably assumed we were going to have some adult beverages. And in the Uber, like we went to Target.
Yeah,
before.
we went to Target before. We were like,
We need hand warmers.
oh yeah, we need hand warmers. When I packed for the trip, there was not snow,
And I
so like I had to buy a hoodie
Yes.
or something.
And so we had all that. We got picked up in the Uber ride. I don't even know why we checked. We shouldn't have. We checked just for like our own knowledge.
Curiosity.
And there was tickets as low as $5, and we paid like $55. And then we had the Uber driver drop us off like a block away. Walked in, and we're like this is not great. It was windy.
This is very
This is
dumb.
not great. And we get into the game, and there's not a lot of people there. I mean, literally home opener, or was it? It was opening day, and
Yeah.
not a lot of people there. Like opening day should be a packed stadium. I mean, this is 2016-ish. What to say 2016-ish? And this is coming off the Pirates being really good from like 13 to 15. And I think they had recently, this is when they had dished Cole and Kutch maybe at that time. So like maybe there was a little bit of fan anger or something. But like there was maybe 3,000 people in the stadium. And what happened very quickly is almost everyone ended up in that left field bar that's inside, or I think there was some heaters like on like a patio area,
Yeah.
like outside left field, and that's pretty much where everyone was at. I can't remember anything about the game.
I found it.
Okay.
April 7th, 2017.
Okay.
See, the write-up on it says, the Pittsburgh Pirates defeated the Atlanta Braves 5-4 in their 2017 home opener on April 7th, 2017 at PNC Park. Played in cold, snowy conditions, the game saw Ivan Nova earn the win, while Starling Marte and David Freese contributed to the victory.
Does it mention the temperature?
It said cold and snowy.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, I remember that part. Yeah, but it was not the most enjoyable game to be at. I don't even know how long we made it there. Do you? Like, we didn't last the whole game. We left like seventh inning.
I was thinking like sometime between the 5th and the 7th.
Yeah, it was. It was just not enjoyable. I would like to have the opportunity to go again with much better conditions. I'm like a 65 to 75 degree person where it's warm in the sun, there's an occasional breeze, it's not too hot, you don't need a jacket. That's like my ideal temperature. 72, perfect. That's great.
A little breeze.
But those I probably haven't gone to a game because I have small children and I don't want to drag them to like a 97 degree summer game. And I just know, like, as soon as I would get into the stadium, like my son's potty trained now, my daughter is not. I couldn't imagine just having to change like a steamy diaper and like it's 98, everyone's sweaty, kids are having rashes. I don't want to have to do that.
No, thank you.
We took Charlie whenever he was like, so he was born in March. I think we took him that summer to a game.
Well, he was there to help your dad throw out the
Yes.
first pitch.
Was it? Yeah. So Charlie was at a game. That would have been
2021?
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
August, end of July, early August, because we would have been at the
Yeah.
National.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Charlie was there.
Because
Danny, Lauren.
Topps was doing a like baseball card night at PNC Park, and they asked Chad, they were like, hey, do you want to throw out the opening pitch at the Pirates game on this date? And you were like, yeah. And then we looked, and it was during the National.
Yeah, we're like, oh. So I was like, can my dad throw out the first pitch, please? I was like, I won't be there. And he did.
Can my dad do it?
And I mean, I think Danny may have video of it. I think it was a pretty good pitch. I think he threw a good pitch out. I don't remember.
No one died?
Yeah, I don't remember. I think he threw out a good pitch. I don't remember if he went on the mound and I also
I think
don't.
he was in front of the mound.
Sometimes like, that's always a thing. Like if you get asked to throw out the first pitch, it's always like, are you going to stand in front of the mound or are you going to stand on the mound? Because like I think sometimes they tell you like, don't go on the mound because you're going to fuck it up for the players. Like they're
plus your dad is very coordinated. He would have fallen off the mound.
Yeah, he probably would have. I mean, it's pretty tall, but like if I'm grounds crew, I don't want the first pitch person touching my stuff. Like they work for hours on that. Like I don't want anyone touching that. So I remember like there's always times where like people who are not famous, like people we know, like in the card world or something, who are
like
told.
50 Cent.
Yeah, but like they're told
People
like,
we know.
Oh, you didn't even go on the mound. It's like, yeah, but sometimes like you don't even have that choice. They tell you like, yeah, don't touch it. Like stay in the grass, throw the pitch, get out of the way. So like I don't know, if I'm asked again, maybe I'll be able to do it, and I would like to know like if you are allowed on the mound, I would definitely have to go like
stretch at
to a field and practice throwing from a mound again, because like it's not as normal.
And then on the day it happens, you mess it up, and I boo you very loudly.
Yep, and then you clip it and you post it once a week forever.
Yes, just like you falling off the
just
stool.
Just like me falling out of a chair.
Not a chair, stool.
So that's one we still have
Somewhere. It's floating around.
No, is it the one that we have?
Stool?
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, no, the video is definitely there. That's forever. But I was wondering if that's still the same stool.
Yes. That's the one we have in the corner.
That was a bad time for me. I was like, that was peak weight for me. I was not doing too hot. I was a little round.
Oh, I know. I felt it when you hit the floor.
It's the slowest fall of all time.
And you gave up so quickly.
Well, I figured it's safer just to give up and fall from 3 feet than to stick your wrist out.
It wasn't even 3 feet. It was 2 feet.
Hey, man. Survival skills.
Hey, man.
But yeah, I want to go to opening day again. I think it'd be fun. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I think we are planning something this summer. So we sponsor Bucko Banter, the Pirates podcast. And I think we're planning a tailgate. At least one tailgate we're planning on doing with them, where we're going to hand out cards and all that kind of stuff. So you can pay attention for that. But I forget, there was something else we were going to talk about.
I mean, with opening day, you have. I was going to talk about like favorite baseball sets over the years, or products, or favorite cards. Obviously, for me, my mind automatically goes back to 2010 Bowman. Because I still remember that year, that opening day. Like I said, I was a huge Jason Hayward fan. I still remember that opening day. Jason Hayward made his MLB debut. The first pitch he ever swung at, he cranked into right field. Carlos Zambrano was pitching for the Cubs. And I remember just like, I was watching on my phone, just on MLB TV, and I just go like running through the house.
Was this this was what, 2010?
Yeah.
Is that peak like 280 pound Zambrano? We were just talking about Zambrano yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Just the hothead that he was.
Yeah.
I forget, was Hayward a on purpose call up, or was he replacing someone?
He was on purpose. Okay. He was so highly touted.
I know he was good. I just didn't remember if like someone got hurt and it's like, cool, we get to put Hayward in, or if it was like that was the decision.
It was one of those things where like they said he was making the opening day roster, so everybody was waiting for opening day just to see. And then a couple months later, Strasburg debuted.
I made a bunch of money on Jason Hayward. 2010, before the season started, national. Oh no, this would have been like at the end of the season.
Mid season.
When did he debut?
Opening day, 2010.
Because I thought his rookie card, or was his rookie card 09?
No, his rookie card was 2010.
When was his Bowman?
Did you almost say prostate card?
Prospect card.
Okay. I want to say 07 or 08.
Okay. Because I remember, I think it was the 2010 Baltimore National. This is when I really started coming into my own of buying like big collections of stuff, and I bought out a dealer. I mean, this is 2010 prices, so I bought him out. I bought out his entire table of bargain boxes for like it's like $800 or $1,000 for like a dolly worth of bargain boxes. And I had to have pulled out 100 Hayward like Topps Chrome and Bowman Chrome rookies, refractor rookies, and I'm pretty sure that Hayward's ended up paying for the entire deal. There was like, because I think like his Topps Chrome was like $5 to $10, and like it was a crazy deal. That Jason Hayward is always in my mind of like, hey, he paid for like a deal that paid off like by 10x at one point. But yeah, I couldn't remember. I think my favorite set from like that era is probably 2011 Update. It's just the Trout rookie is iconic to me. The fact that you got Altuve and Rizzo and DJ LeMahieu and Charlie Blackmon, Goldschmidt. I mean, it is just a loaded set. I think that's the first year they did those the sparkles where there's like a little diamond, and it was like I remember
because
it
was that was the whole
diamond anniversary or something.
The 60th or whatever, which the
50th, 60th, 60th,
and they had. I remember the die cuts they did that year. They had those black and red, like Happy Birthday Topps autographs from some of the players.
I remember I had the Ian Kinsler that had the little sparkle. They were very easy to miss if you were just sorting through base. Like I think a lot of people missed those, and I think there was an iconic like photo variation that year too. Was it the Skip?
No. What? No, I don't think so. I know...
There was a couple really cool photo variations that year.
And they did the actual diamond where the team logo was.
And you had the you had the cognac, you had the silver, or the silver diamond. Just a great set. That's probably not my favorite set of all time, but like just like iconic modern sets, that's probably up there. My favorite sets all time are super classic looking. It's like 66,
1955
67.
Bowman.
Yeah, 55 Bowman, man. I love it. Give me all the 55 Bowmans you can.
You heard it here first, people. Chad loves 1955 Bowman.
It's so pretty. It's the best set of all time. No, it's the worst set of all time. Throw it away. 66, 67, and 72 are three of my favorite sets, just as far as just classic, clean-looking designs. But that's not as fun because they don't have new players on them.
They did at the time.
Who's to say?
2011 Topps doesn't have new players on it now.
Hey, Mike Trout's still playing baseball. Jose Altuve's still playing baseball. Rizzo finally retired, right?
Yeah, he's on MLB Network, as is Eric Hosmer.
How about Charles Blackmon? Is he still? Did he finally retire?
Yeah, Chuck Nasty retired.
LeMahieu's probably done. Goldschmidt's still playing.
I think LeMahieu might still be kicking around. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Goldschmidt though is probably about done.
No, he's back. He's back with the Yankees this year.
Yeah, but he wasn't. I think he played college.
I have no idea. That's a Tyler thing.
He wasn't. I don't think he's as young as Trout though. That's what I'm getting at.
No.
I think Trout probably has a few more years to. And Altuve, who knows, man? Being 5'5", wear and tear on his body is not as much. So he could play for another like 5 years.
Yeah.
I feel like Altuve's just been that guy for like solid 15 years. Like that's gonna be Joe Ram soon, where it's like he's just playing forever. He's just doing his thing.
Nah, I mean, I'm as even though Altuve is a cheater, I'm glad to see Stuart Little doing so well.
Yeah, it's crazy
after all these years.
I can never forget the image of Altuve and Judge standing next. It's the best because Altuve is listed at like 5'6", which he's not probably. He's probably 5'4", and Judge truly I think is 6'7". Like I think he truly is up there. So it's just it's one of the best images.
Having them stand next to each other is just like when you look up at your dad and ask if you can get M&Ms at the checkout line at the grocery store.
It's not as iconic as the Earl Boykins Yao Ming picture.
No.
That one's great because I'm pretty sure he could just like walk under the Yao Ming's legs.
Or was it
Spud Webb, Manute Bol, maybe?
Who was it? Manute Bol and Spike Lee.
Oh, maybe because he went to so many games. Could be.
There's something with Spike Lee and a really tall player. It was on like one of those postcard type things, like Jordan's.
I was just sorting cards. I sort cards every day, but I was looking through stuff. I bought like a big, bulky, kind of crappy deal last week.
Big boned.
That has a lot of like mid 2000s basketball, and I came across an Earl Boykins in that. I'm like, I loved Earl Boykins. Mm-hmm. Loved him.
Back when the shorts were long.
And he had a stint with Denver, and I loved those Denver, those like light blue
royal
jersey.
blue, or not royal, baby blue.
Yeah, dude, they were great.
Melo's rookie year.
Yeah, dude, it was great. I forget who else is on those teams, but I just remember Earl Boykins, man. That's most people don't even know who he is. I mean, he didn't like.
No.
He didn't. He didn't. I think he probably averaged a couple points a game for his career or something.
It was probably a little bit better than that, but.
Iverson was on
for a little
Nuggets
bit.
At that time too. So yeah, and Iverson was like a head taller than him, and he's 6 foot.
And Iverson is not tall.
And Iverson was a full head taller than him. There was one other thing we wanted to mention. I forget what it is.
It's probably relating to opening day. But
silence
is golden, especially when you have children. Actually, no, then it's worrying.
Yeah, Nate posted a picture yesterday. That was like the when you're several years ahead of where someone's at, and you remember just like your kid doing the weirdest stuff ever. Nate's daughter just fully just sitting on his face. Just squatting on his head, casual, watching a cartoon.
It was Bluey.
Yeah, like
so I knew she wasn't getting up for a while.
Yeah, she's like, "There's no why would I sit on the couch when your head's right here? Like I should be sitting on your head." And it, like me and Nate discussed, it's fine until it's like really not fine.
Yeah, like clean diaper, fine. But like at one point, I think I tried getting her attention and like trying to tickle her or something, and she just shot me a look of like, stay down there, peasant, I'm watching Bluey.
It's like
the couch doesn't speak.
Talk again and I'm leaving you a present.
Chocolate.